Hi, DJ Tina here, host of HMTV Canada Easing. With me today is Dan Sindel to talk about teaching music to the masses with his new project, Easy Guitar.
I'm Dan Sindel, and I started Easy GTR with one purpose in mind, to present high-quality instruction for the beginning guitarist. Students can now learn the guitar virtually anywhere in the world through the use of a webcam and a fast internet connection. There are two exciting ways to be part of the Easy GTR system, so fire up your webcams and log on to www.easygtr.com. And as a way to thank all you HMTV Canada listeners, I would like to offer you a special introductory price for one-on-one online guitar lessons of only $35 an hour for your first lesson, a $15 savings off the normal rate. Just enter the promotional code HMTV while filling out the sign-up form to get your discount. Offer expires March 1st, 2009.
Hi Dan, welcome back to HMTV Canada Easing.
Well, hello Tina, and thank you. It's an honor being here. I appreciate it.
I hear you started an extraordinary business called Easy Guitar. Can you give us the details about this business and the hopes of what learning brings to young musicians?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I started Easy GTR, easyguitar.com, with one purpose in mind, and that's basically to bring high-quality instruction through the internet. So I'm able to actually teach students of all ages and primarily all skill levels using the computer and a fast connection and a webcam. So logistics are now no longer an issue. It's very exciting.
What inspired or motivated you to take on this new project?
Well, I've always had a heart for education, and I just know how important it is. At least I know how important it was in my life and my upbringing to have a good musical education and a good teacher, someone that I could relate with. So I really thought that it's time in my life to give back to the musical community that's given so much to me in my life and help enriching others and help broaden their musical horizon.
So Easy Guitar has been able to offer hope for kids on a global scale wanting to learn and hone their skills in guitar, where the local schools all over have shut down and lost this opportunity on a major scale.
Well, absolutely. And it's such a shame. I know here where I live in Los Angeles, this happened years ago where the school system started cutting budget, and the first thing that went, I'm sure in their mind, was things that were frivolous, such as music and the arts. And it's a shame because that really has so much to do with a positive upbringing. And kids are left with a lot of extra time on their hands, and they could get in trouble if they're not involved in an activity that's engaging and keeping them busy. So yeah, absolutely. I think this definitely fills a void.
What are the benefits of Easy Guitar for the parents?
Oh, I think the benefits are many. Just to name a few, it saves them time, it saves them gas, it saves them money. Not to mention, as well as being able to supervise the lesson right there in their own home. I think that's a benefit too, because I've had a few students with their parents there, and their parents were right in on the lesson, and I didn't mind at all. It's actually great that they're able to ask a couple questions that might not have been thought of that they really want their child to learn or think about. So it's definitely a good thing to have them in on the lesson as well.
How does Easy Guitar build confidence in an older shy child or a child with an ego wanting to learn how to play a guitar but don't want to tell their friends or share his learning experience until he becomes cool at his art?
That's a great question. Not too sure how to answer that one, but great question. I think there's a little bit of, I don't know, it's hard to describe, really. I know for me, I didn't really want to show people that I could play guitar until I felt I was confident or a certain level as well. And I think having a good teacher helps you work through that. A good teacher will help you build confidence and install that in the person as you reach certain levels and plateaus, and you're able to work on certain ideas and just kind of give them a sense of, hey, this is easy to do. Just shown the proper way and shown a couple nice shortcuts to get there. So sure, when you start hitting different marks along the way, then obviously, yes, that does build confidence in a person.
Do you offer guitar lessons with kids with disabilities as well?
Oh, absolutely. And I think by teaching through the internet as well, that might solve a lot of issues as well, because it might be hard for somebody with a disability to travel halfway across town to get to a lesson, get out of the car, and make their way, I don't know, trying to paint a scenario, but yeah, I think that would actually work out quite well because the person wouldn't have to leave their home. They're just using a computer and a web camera.
Do you have any easy guitar learning materials on a DVD or CD-ROM that you're selling currently with a book?
Well, not right now as far as selling. I'm working on that. I'm in the works of putting together a whole menu of little lesson packs that will be affordable, anywhere from $2 to $5, where they can include a little 5-10 minute video and a PDF file that has all the lesson material. And I'm going to be offering some of these in the near future, which we're very excited about. Also, I'm going to be including a DVD at the tail end of my YouTube guitar lessons. I'm now on YouTube teaching people how to play Pachelbel's Canon in D major in a weekly segment, and that will definitely be available as well with backing tracks and the whole score. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Can you tell us about easy guitar on YouTube?
Oh, absolutely. Well, as you know, YouTube is just such a great platform for basically learning or seeing just about anything you can think of. And right now, as I was talking about, I thought it'd be a good idea to go up there and give some free guitar lessons to introduce myself and show the people exactly what Easy GTR is doing. So we started a series of learning how to play Pachelbel's Canon in D major, and right now one of the biggest phenomenons on YouTube is what's called the Canon Rock. A few kids have taken Pachelbel's Canon in D major and played it fast, heavy metal style, and they're doing all the modern guitar tricks with arpeggio sweeps and fast solos, which is really great, and that's emulating a lot of people, and it's really wanting a lot of people to pick up the guitar and learn how to play it and get better, which is great. It's just really giving a lot of guys a shot in the arm with inspiration. And I guess ironically, as the Canon Rock phenomenon was growing, I wasn't even quite aware of it as it was kind of building up and getting really, really popular. On my side of the fence, with my home recording studio, I actually recorded the Canon D major with my electric guitars, but it's a little bit more of the traditional version. And that's what I'm going to teach people right now, is how to play it closer to the traditional version, using guitars, but as if it was a string quartet. So there's a lot of little history lessons and a lot of theory involved, and it's going to be fun. So we're just going to show kids how to play the song note for note, and I'm inviting them through the videos to come to easygtr.com, sign up for the newsletter, and download the ebook, which is a nice workbook with the tab and notation. That way you can study along with us. And so far we've had a lot of people sign up. I've only been up since Christmas Eve, and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people have signed up for the newsletter and downloaded the ebook. So I'm really grateful that this is catching on and we're building an audience.
How many different ways are there to study an easy guitar?
Right now there's actually 2 different ways to study with Easy GTR. I've got 2 ways to interact, and one, the little service is called Easy 123 Video Lesson, and that's where I put a little bit of fun onto the student, where in front of your own camera, you create a little YouTube video of your own, and you just tell us how long you've been playing, what bands or what guitar players inspire you, and you just tell us what you're interested in learning, and then all you have to do is play your guitar for 1 or 2 minutes. Then you upload the video to us, and as a personal trainer, we're going to analyze your video and send you back a lesson especially built for you, just as you had your own personal code.
Cool.
And that's one way to interact with us. And the other one is one-on-one online guitar lessons, and that's where we do private webcam lessons using your webcam, and we either use MSN Messenger or Skype, and we connect you live.
What happens if a student misses a lesson?
Well, right now, we've got a couple small little policies in place. Just like any guitar studio or guitar teacher, you have to have a few little policies. And ours is you have a 72-hour period to notify us by email if you need to miss your lesson or if you're not feeling good. But there are no makeup lessons, so please, please do not miss your lesson or be late. The bottom line is one-on-one lessons are treated just as hiring a private teacher, and this should definitely be taken under consideration before applying for private lessons. So, there's a couple standards that you have to set. So we try and make it easy for people.
Do you provide a graduation certificate and reward the kids when they pass all their guitar lessons?
Yeah, we've got little kudos. We have little certificates and fun things that we're going to be working on. Absolutely.
How do you make easy guitar interesting? Do you have contests for the students once a month, freebie downloads of your music, or free lessons, or easy guitar merchandise?
Well, merchandise, we're going to be working on. We're going to be getting some pics printed very soon through the goodness of a couple of our manufacturers. We're going to have some T-shirts made. We're going to have all the fun stuff. So yeah, we're going to have the whole catalog within a few short months. Absolutely.
And will you be holding contests?
I think that's a good idea. We haven't really considered that yet, being that the website is so brand new, but I think that might be a good thing, being that a lot of people are signing up for the newsletter now. I think one thing that would be really fun to do is, now that we're teaching Pachelbel's Canon in D major, is to find some people who are studying the song and have made it from start to finish, and they record their part, and we put together a little bit of a video band. We make a composite of some of the best players and merge them together and create our own little internet band.
How has lessons been going, and have you seen some good results from your students in their learning patterns so far, or any rave reviews from the parents?
Yeah, I think parents are very happy so far, and yeah, the lessons are going good. You know, of course, right now, as we're speaking, the economy is hurting everybody globally, so, you know, I would have to say that in the long run, if it's a choice between paying the bills or buying food or taking a guitar lesson, then obviously, you know, we all have our priorities, but, you know, given the temperament of the global economy, we're still hanging in there, and we're having fun, and people are definitely learning guitar, and they keep coming back, so that's a good sign. You know, if you've got people that keep coming back on a weekly or monthly basis, and you're encouraging them and helping them get to the level they want to achieve, then it's a win-win situation for everybody.
Now, when it comes to networking at shows or networking on the internet, how do you feel that marketing and advertising responses have been going for your new project? Have you been getting good reviews?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, of course, we've been talking about the YouTube. That's a very important channel. MySpace and places like Twitter and Facebook and all the different places where you can upload videos and get your presence known. Sure, it all helps. And of course, there's just the standard old tradition of getting out there and meeting people and talking to people, going to the stores, introducing yourself to all the people. You know, you can't really forego the traditional method. And I go out to the trade shows too. I make sure I get in front of as many people as possible and share what I'm doing. You have to in business.
And hopefully you'll get big soon so you can hire a secretary, eh?
And a press agent, right?
Right on.
Yeah, that'd be great. Meanwhile, it's pretty much me just wearing all the hats. I do have a few people that help me in the back end, but primarily I'm pretty much doing everything and working long hours, but I enjoy it.
Do you find that this idea is starting to grow among other musicians that wish to devote their time to teach children on the internet, like how to play drums, clarinet, or trumpet, for example, or other instruments?
Oh, yes, absolutely. And let it be known, I'm not the first person that came up with this idea. It's been around for a while, and there's quite a handful of A-list brand name players who are actually letting people know that they're available for private lessons as well using the webcam. And sure, a lot of schools are doing it. A lot of big outlet retails are doing this as well. They're reaching out. Everybody knows this is the wave of the future, using the internet, and the technology is only going to get better and better, and the speeds of the bandwidth are going to get faster and faster, and the web cameras will have higher resolution, and it's just great for everybody.
Do you think that it's better learning one-on-one without the distraction in a classroom setting?
I think so. One-on-one actually really allows somebody to be in their own environment where they're very, very comfortable. There's, like you say, not a lot of distractions of being in an environment where they're not familiar with, or maybe just the ride over might have been nerve-wracking, might have been close to being in a car accident or something. I don't want to, I'm just painting a scenario, but, coming over to a guitar lesson, traveling halfway across town, anything can happen, just being frustrated by the traffic. By the time you get to the lesson, you sit down, you're just so distracted. I know I've been there too, just feeling like I'm late or just the stress. So I think it's great just being able to be in one's own environment. It's just such a benefit.
Have you had any parents wanting to do a cost factor share where you have to teach two students in private lessons on one-on-one?
Well, No, I haven't had any parents yet wanting to pool their resources together, but we have been discussing putting together group lessons where we all log in, and through video conferencing software, we can teach people guided lessons on a group basis. Yeah, we're definitely thinking about that somewhere towards the end of the year.
That will be like a third package on your website? Is it going to be much more economical in terms of cost?
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll be able to lower the cost because it's just easier for everybody to do. Yeah, there's a lot of things we're working on, and group lessons is one of them. It's just finding the right platform. We're looking at all the different software and which one's going to be the best and which one will be the best for the people taking lessons as far as what equipment they might have to actually participate. So yeah, there's a lot of little things that we need to study, but we're coming close, and this is a definite reality.
Now, aside from getting all this started in the new project, are you still working on your music career and coming up with new material?
Oh, yeah. I'm actually still trying to get my tribute album to John Philip Sousa completely finished. I still have 2 or 3 songs that need to be mixed and then the whole project mastered. And I've got another album in the can. It's a rock album. It's not so much symphonic guitars like my tribute to John Philip Sousa marching in, which of course is still available on CD Baby and iTunes, which you can get as a sampler. And yeah, there's a lot of things that I have planned.
You've had a successful journey with marching in. It's appeared on a lot of cover magazines.
Oh yeah. I've been very fortunate this past year. Guitar Player gave me a very positive review as well. That opened the doors for a full-page write-up in Electronic Musician magazine, and I've had countless very positive reviews on the internet. UltimateGuitar.com gave me a stellar review, and many other websites have been very encouraging. Yeah, it feels really good to know that my musical projects are being accepted, being that they're not quite, as you would say, formulatic or how would you say that, genre specific?
Yeah.
You can't really classify it and say it's heavy metal or progressive rock or jazz or big band or classical. It really kind of meets in the middle of all of these. There's a lot of crossover. So I think that's what's kind of neat. You know, being an independent musician, not signed to a label, you've got that kind of freedom to express yourself in so many different ways musically.
Now, do you have any hints to the names of the upcoming albums that you want to release in 2009?
As far as the names go?
Yeah, that we can look for.
I don't know if I'm ready to let those out of the bag yet. I got some good working titles.
Okay.
But you know how it is. You have 10 or 20 of them on a piece of paper, and you look at them, and each day another one appeals more to you than the next, the other one. So, you know, it's just a matter of time. When the music's ready, then the name will be ready too. But yeah, definitely look forward to a lot of music coming for me. I'm excited this year. We're going to put out a lot of good stuff.
When you produce songs, a new song, will you have it available for digital download before the CD's produced?
Yeah, I'm probably looking more towards just doing digital downloads because, you know, these days, as statistics prove, people are downloading. They want the immediate gratification of getting your song right there and then, as opposed to waiting a week for the CD to arrive, and that period of time and anticipation and paying the shipping and all that, that's kind of becoming an old model, unfortunately. I mean, bottom line is nothing sounds better than the CD. MP3 is still good, it's valid, but it doesn't have the same sonic characteristics and quality as the music that's on a CD, which is uncompressed. But, you know, statistics prove people don't really care so much about the quality as the immediate gratification of having it right then and there on their hard drive.
Before we wrap up our interview, do you have any shout-outs to the music masses and friends?
Oh, sure. First of all, I just want to thank everybody who's come by my MySpace, sent me an email, signed up for the newsletter, and wanted to study along with me with the YouTube guitar lessons. I really appreciate it. And bottom line, if you're looking for some extra instruction with your guitar, we can definitely help you, and we certainly look forward to being part of your musical journey.
Can you plug in your web addresses?
Yes, thank you. My main website is www.ezgtr, and those are the letters EZ. And on MySpace, you can reach me at EZGTR, as well as YouTube, and that's where you'll find the guitar lessons for free. And you could also find my CD, Marching In, at CD Baby. Just put in my name, Dan Sindel, Sindel, and I'd be very grateful.
Thank you, Dan, for coming back to our Easy to talk about your new project, and definitely keep in touch and let us know how things are going. You rock!
Thank you so so much. You rock too. Thank you, HMTV Canada. I appreciate all that you do, and we love you guys.